Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Lionsgate Astroflower reading. Done the collective reading already. It's out there. We're going to be reading over the top of it and see how it will influence you. It's all about manifestation. It's all about sort of being very clear about how you want to manifest things, and also combining it with lots of different things. And giving it a certain direction of almost reclaiming our energy, reclaiming our evolution, basically. So there it is. I hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just see what's going on. So with the overall energy in the collective, it was all about using your intuition to manifest it into the physical world. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, I think you have this capacity to manifest a lot of different things, actually. Not just one thing. I think there's a multitude of things for you in your life. And I think this has to do with, relationships as much as it has to do with finances, businesses and stuff like that. The reason there's more than one job on the go by the looks of things, really more than anything else. And if you want to manifest that, be utterly clear about it as you go forward. Let's just see what's on the karmic mission on the relationship side. You get the Two of Wands. You've had a lot of sticking to the plan. I think with the changes that are coming through in the way in which we realised we've had our emotions and our energy used against us to divide us, rather than sort of unify us. Once that sort of comes through, I think this playing smart and knowing how to manifest, which is the Hierophant card, playing smart, avoiding any complications in the future, is going to need some sort of someone who's got instant planning, and that's what it seems like you've got. It appears that you've got this instant planning on the go planning, as it were. Because you're very good at planning things and organising things and getting things moving forward, and I think this is where you're going to be playing a little bit to your strengths, and the world will be at your oyster. The world will be at your feet. And the universe, we've got the 10 of Wands clarified, 10 of Cups clarified by the 5 of Cups. So, and this is how the universe is trying to help us to understand the reality of what is really going on. Once we can see the reality of what's going on, it's going to be much easier for us to manifest something. As our energies and our emotions have been where people are taking over. I can't think of the subconverse, whatever it is, that's actually been used against us. We haven't been able to manifest things because we haven't had all the pieces. And that's what seems to be coming out. And the universe is trying to help us to do that. And to walking away from that, this is what I'm saying, is walking away from the disappointment, heading towards the reality and the happiness. And that is the universe is utterly clear here for you. And I think it's because you've got to work to the moment. This is how the things that are holding us back on our manifestation. And that's what I was talking about, the abundance of everything that we have around us. In the 9 of Pentacles was used as a divisive thing, the 5 of Wands against us all. And it should be a case of turning that into a good where we can actually just be the best example of ourselves. And the Ace of Swords, yes, you have this clear judgment on the past, or on things that just don't work. I think you can see this really clearly, and you can use this as a launching pad for any relationships that are around you, and the engagement with sort of family, friends, community, all of that sort of sense there, where you can really be the decisive one. That's what it seems like, a real sort of decisive one in the situation there, and converting it into positives in the way in which it can hold you back. So it could be a case of, in that decisiveness, you need to be a little bit softer. Just being the example, or the best example of yourself. And I think there's other things as well to sort of say just make sure you're on the right path. Don't worry about anyone else. Just make sure you're clean. Concentrate on your manifestation, I think, here. This is the good, the positive stuff that comes out of the Lion's Gates that helps us to manifest. So the Star card, great, with the Seven of Pentacles, fantastic realization of how we nurture it and create it. And you've got the Fool. This is a bit of a leap of faith, and as I said, I think it's a case of learning to deal with it as things progress, as things go forward. I think you're going to be, you're going to be very valuable to all your relationships about getting, keeping on that road for the heart's desire, stopping, your friends, your family, your partner or your future partner to, not to get distracted from where you should be going. Being very, that's where we come back with a bit of decisiveness about it. But being very sort of open to sort of helping things advance, basically. What's the overall outcome? You get the Queen of Swords. This is the moon here. So this is how the moon, the what's it called? Not the full moon. Yes, it's the moon. That was at the beginning of the month, and there's another one at the end of the month, the 30th. The word just escapes me at the moment. This moon that comes through on the 30th, this is where, so this reading goes from the 8th of August through to the 30th of August. And in the 30th of August, it's like the moon comes in and kind of goes, okay, have we decided how we want to live together? Have we decided how we want our relationships and what we need to get out of life emotionally? Okay, now it's set, it's in place, you get the rite of passage, and the Nine of Wands is almost like a gate closing behind, as if to sort of say, and we can't go back, we've got to go forward. And this is giving you a defined direction, a really good direction, that you have chosen a direction, and it's very, very clear for you going forward. And when it's clear for you, Aquarius, there's no one going to touch you. Can't touch this. I had to break into a song somewhere. Sorry about that. Yeah, they won't be able to touch you. Go off in that direction. Let's have a look at your financial side. Thank you very much for being here, by the way. Thank you very much for supporting this channel, and you can do that through liking, subscribing, or commenting, and also sharing. Sharing is really good across all social media platforms. It helps us out to get the word out there, basically, and that helps the algorithm as well, enormously. So I do thank you for anything of that sort of respect. There's messages to be had here that you need to manifest, apparently. The other thing is as well that there's links in the description as well for private readings, so you can choose the formula that goes well with you. And if you want a healing session as well, there's that available. There's also an email in the descriptive, so you can send us an email, because I give workshops. I give energy workshops in the UK between September, October, and in the US between October and November. And I help people, and I've been helping hundreds of people to learn through themselves how to empower themselves and engage in the energy around them, open up a conversation with energy within you. And it's always a very good eye-opening weekend. So if you want to go on those sort of energy workshops, please send us an email. Just tell us where you are in the world and how far you would like to, you're willing to travel. So then therefore I can send you a list of where and when and the local workshops for you, basically. Thank you very much for being here. Let's just see what's going on the job or the finance side of things, shall we? On the karmic mission, we had the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Cups. We've been trying too hard and we haven't put our heart into it. That's what the message was for the collective. Okay, so what's going on for you? What's your karmic mission on this thing? Nine of Cups. This is really good. You've got 2 9s up here already. Just making sure there's not another one. 9 of Cups. Yeah, I think putting your heart into it, I think you've got a choice. I think there's more than one thing. You've got the 9 of Pentacles on the overall energy there as well. I think you've got several things at your disposal. And I think these several things at your disposal, you can investigate more than one thing, or you can manifest more than one thing in this month here, in this period here. Being very clear with yourself, and I know you will be, Aquarius, you're very good at that. Being very clear with yourself, you'll be able to manifest a lot of things. The universe here gives us the 4 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. 4 of Cups, don't look for justification in the past, look to the future. open your heart and allow that cup to come shining through, basically. Enjoy the moment and get invigorated by the moment. That was the overall message for the collective. What is for you? How is the universe trying to influence your karmic path? You get the Magician. Yeah, I think the universe is coming. They're almost giving you this a license or permit. I don't know if you say that in the United States. A license or a permit. It's like getting your driver's license. Just go out there and manifest. Just do it. It's coming into your time because Pluto is coming into your sign. Okay, Pluto is coming into your sign, and I think that's when we step into the time of Aquarius for the real. We've been dipping our toes in, or we've noticed the waters, and now we're going to really sort of like start wading into them. So yeah, the universe is sort of saying manifest, manifest, manifest. The things that are holding the collective back was our resources are being accumulated in very small hands, small number of hands, not just small hands like a tiny child, but a small number of hands. And I think that's, that's what's holding us actually back more than anything else. And holding the people, the small amount of people who've got the resources in their hands, it's holding them back as well. I don't think anybody's really winning out of this. I think they might be winning, but they're not. So that's what's the overall energy. What's the thing holding you back? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, just go ahead and do it. What you're waiting for, do it. I think that procrastination and not getting, because you've got the Page of Pentacles in the overall energies here as well. I think if you don't just start opening that path to manifestation of a multitude of different desires or wish lists on your financial side, I think you'll be doing yourself wrong. What's the good stuff, or what's leading you? The King of Wands. Be the leader in your pathway. We've we got the Queen of Wands down there. I thought we had the Knight of Wands somewhere, but anyway, the King of Wands. This is about taking that direction again. Because you've got the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands here on this side here. You've got the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands on that side, with a rite of passage that goes through on your emotional sort of side, and on your physical side. Here is sort of saying here in the future, sort of the good stuff is be the leader. Once you head off down that path, you will create so much. And then you've got the moon, the super moon. That's it, I get it now. The super moon brings us the Wheel of Fortune. Things start rolling in our favor. And that's when we can start learning about our passions and how we passionately get involved. That was on the collective. What does it say for you? The Three of Swords. I think this is just saying to you, in this new changing aspect here, if you want to make decisions on the go, and if you look at the Queen of Swords here, on this card here, she's got that heart locked away under her throne. And I think there's 3 swords guarding it. And I think here is a case of, I don't think this is a bad thing at all. I just think you need, in order to make your judgment and the clear vision and head in the direction you should be going, just take your emotions out of the material world. Once you do that, it's going to become very evident for you. And that's when you can really go forth with big strides, basically. Very big strides for you. Yeah. There you go, Aquarius. Thank you very much for being here and supporting this channel and everything that goes along with it. Really do appreciate it. I'll see you for your weekly reading on Sunday. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.